was beyond excited to have Balsam Hill reach out to me this year to do a Halloween decorating video featuring some of their fun products. So in this video, I'll show you how to decorate a fun Halloween tablescape. And then afterwards, I'll show you how to use some of Balsam Hill's products around the rest of the house. So in exchange for doing this video, I got to pick out a few of their fun products, including the 3-piece tabletop heirloom pumpkin set, the set of 4 Miracle Flame LED rechargeable votives, the Halloween glitter tabletop LED twig trees set of 2, the lighted mini pumpkin garland, the outdoor fiber optic friendly ghost, 3 sets of 3 LED cutout pumpkins, and a crate of 12 mini pumpkins. So with that, let's start on the table. So the very first thing I'm going to put on the table is just a red plastic tablecloth. Even if you're going to use a cloth tablecloth for your table setting, I still like using a plastic one underneath just to protect the wood surface in case there's any spills. And I do want this tablecloth to be the same length pretty much all the way around. So I'm just going to use a scissors and cut it to fit the table. So the very next thing I'm going to add is this black spiderweb tablecloth over top of this red one. So the nice thing about this is it kind of tones down the red coloring and of course adds a spooky look to the table. So even though I feel like this should be a finishing embellishment, I'm gonna add our big ghost to the center of the table. So this is the outdoor fiber optic friendly ghost. So it is an indoor or outdoor decoration. The nice thing about this is it comes with a nice long 9-foot cord, which I'm gonna use to kind of run off the back of the table and run to the plug-in right back here. And to keep the cord from being a tripping hazard to guests, I'm just gonna use a little bit of painter's tape to hold it to the floor. So I have the ghost all plugged in and the lights turned on now. So there's a switch on the back that you can use to turn the ghost on and off, but also it's on a timer. Decorations with timers I always think are so cool because it just takes away some of that effort of having to plug in and unplug things all the time. So the next thing I'm gonna add are these Halloween glitter tabletop trees. So these are a great height, especially to go with this guy, and they also have orange LED lights in them. And the nice thing with these two is they do have the timer option, so you can set a timer and again not have to worry about lifting them up and kind of turning them on and off all the time. And I probably will be shuffling these around just a little bit when I add some of the other decor, but just to get the basic idea of the setting, and I'll kind of fine tune it as we go. Just something to know, when these trees arrived in the box, they were fairly straight up and down, so there is a tiny bit of fluffing that you do to the trees, but it's very simple, and you can kind of shape the tree as wide or as kind of straight up as you would like. So then the next thing I'm going to add are some of my vintage orange enamelware dishes. Now these are just something that I've collected over the years, but I love bringing them out for Halloween just because of their very classic Halloween coloring. For Halloween gatherings especially, I like to serve appetizers over a sit-down meal. Only because I think there's so many fun appetizers that you can make for Halloween, and it just kind of turns it into a relaxed social occasion. So for this table setting, I'm kind of just setting out trays that will house appetizers later. And then over here, I have this for coffee, creamer, and of course cups for the coffee, plates and napkins for guests, and then I'll have some more plates for appetizers kind of continuing around the back of the table as well. I also like to have a pitcher for cold beverages on the table as well. So the next thing I'm going to add are some of these oil lamp shades. Now these I kind of dusted the tops with some black spray paint to kind of give them a sooted appearance. So then resting under these oil lamp shades will be the Miracle Flame LED rechargeable votives from Balsam Hill. I absolutely love the fact that these are rechargeable because many of my battery operated candles, once the battery goes out, then you have to replace them over and over and over again. But with these, you just place them on this charging base, and then after they're charged, they're ready to go again. And then another quick thing I wanted to mention about these votives is they are on a remote. So you can use the remote to turn them on or off. You can choose if you want a 4, 6, 8, or 10-hour timer. You can choose how fast or slow the flame moves, or if you want it to not move at all. And you can also adjust the brightness. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this remote to kind of get the look that you want with these little votives. So then I'm just going to add some fun Halloween stir sticks and then some silverware on the other end. And so these are the set of 3 tabletop heirloom pumpkins that I picked out, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to use at least a couple of them on the table, if not all of them. We'll see how everything fits. And then just to fill in a little bit on the table, I'm going to add some of these cute little pumpkins from Balsam Hill. And to add a spooky look from the table to the floor, I'm going to use some of this plastic black tablecloth. And I'm just going to use some painter's tape to adhere it to the unfinished underneath of the table. So then using a scissors, I'm just going to kind of cut and fray this edge. So I'm just kind of cutting at random, but keeping the length about the same. And so using my scissors, I'm just going to cut these edges just a little bit more like so, to give a neat Halloween look to the bottom edge of the table. And then I'm just going to add just a few little kind of tears here and there, just to kind of add to the look. So there we have a spooky fun table setting, perfect for any Halloween gathering. So next, we'll decorate around the house with a few more Balsam Hill products, and at the very end of the video, I'll show you what all of this stuff looks like close up and with the lights off. So another thing Balsam Hill sent me were these cool LED cutout pumpkins. Now, this is a set of 3. It comes with this white one, a green one, and an orange pumpkin. And they're all different kind of shapes and sizes, and I'll show you the other 2 in a minute. But the other thing that it comes with is a remote, so you can use this to turn them on or off. I want to use these on our staircase this year for Halloween, but something fun to note about them is they are outdoor friendly, so you can use them outside as well. So for the remote, it has a lot of different choices. You can choose between individual colors, like if I want this to be just blue or just green or just red. You can see all the different colors that they have on this remote. So there's lots of different options. You can choose if you want it to flash or strobe or fade. I kind of liked having it kind of fading in between all the different colors. I just thought that that was fun for how I'm planning on using them. But I could see using these more with just a solid color as well, if you're trying to add a certain color to match a certain Halloween color scheme. So lots and lots of different options on the remote, and I just think that these are really, really fun. They are battery operated, so each one takes 3, I believe, AAA batteries. So you just kind of unscrew this little puck, put the 3 batteries in, put the puck back in, and then you can use your remote to adjust the lighting and turn them on and off and all of that. So I'm just going to add these to the staircase. So the last thing that I was going to show you that Balsam Hill sent me are these cute little pumpkin lights. So these are battery operated and timer, And I thought they'd be really fun to use in this little staircase, just as a decorative addition to these hooks. And I'm just gonna set the little battery pack right there. So there we have a cute fall addition to this little staircase. Now, these little pumpkin lights are something I could see used many different ways. You could mix them into fall garlands, use them on fall trees. You could have them, going across a shelf on hooks as you see here. So, I mean, there's lots and lots of different uses that I could think of for these, but this I think is how I will use them this year because I don't have a plug-in in this little staircase, and it is so fun to have something cute like this to greet people when they're kind of coming down the stairs to our kitchen. And though I used most of this crate of 12 little pumpkins on the table, I do have a few left that I'm going to use around the house. And over here on the buffet in the dining room, I thought it'd be fun to have a little Halloween tree. And so I decided to use the Balsam Hill Christmas tree candle lights on this tree just because they have a color changing setting, which I thought worked well not only for Christmas, but also for Halloween. So I just thought that those added kind of a neat, fun touch to this tree and just gives kind of something spooky going on this end of the room. And before I give you a close-up look at all the Halloween decorating we did today, I just want to give a special thanks to Balsam Hill for sending me all these wonderful products. I cannot wait to bring this ghost out every single year now. It is probably towards the top of my list of favorite Halloween decorations that I own.